Hello, come in.
Hello, everyone. This is Scratch and Jack, your host for the Amazing Scale Modelers across the pond Hangout. And Amazing Scale Modelers is a Google Plus community of modelers of all shapes and sizes, interests, genres, and skill levels who like to share their tips and tricks with one another, learn more about their craft, and celebrate one another's scale modeling achievements. And I would say that the Amazing Scale Modelers is perhaps the largest and fastest growing community of its type on the Google Plus communities. And you know what? I haven't even looked at what our membership looks like. And it looks like 1,958. So go tell your friends and get another 40, not good at math, 42 people so you can hit 2,000. That'd be great.
Yeah.
And today we have joining us members and people who like to participate in skill modeling. Join us. We're going to talk skill modelings today. And I'd like to start with Heath because he's in the middle of a move.
That's all right. I'm joining, as I said before, I'm joining you from the captain's lounge room.
Captain's lounge room.
Yes,
I see.
a lovely lounge. Yes, we've got a date for moving. So 4 weeks' time we're out of here, and then we're in the new place.
Really cool. And 4 weeks' time, you said.
Yep, 4 weeks' time.
So we get to see some of your scale modeling in probably June. Because you got to move, got to set up.
Well, let's put it this way, Jack. I'm hoping to. I wouldn't be surprised. We probably won't have the internet when we first get there, but we probably won't have the internet when we first get there. It may be a couple of weeks. I don't know, but I'll be there in spirit.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm really looking forward to seeing your new place. You already picked out your modeling spot?
Oh, yes, I have. I've got two. I've got two modeling spots. I've
got
my man cave. Yeah. I've got my man cave, which is where I put my paints and everything like that. Plus, a bonus. We have a garage in our house.
Oh, nice.
So I can open up the back door and the garage and do my painting there.
Nice.
And the wife said, and the little missy said to me, she'll move the car out for me, so that I've got space.
Cool.
Because I've got that really great big flavor 350 scale Enterprise to build yet.
Yeah, I do too, but you know how things are. I mean, that's going to be the insane build. I think I got to get used to other builds first. But yeah, I mean, I like to have two spots too. A workbench for my good modeling and a workbench for my shit. I mean, that's.
Well, mine is the good. My two rooms is basically one for painting and one for putting together and displaying. So we've got the putting together and displaying part done. Now we just need to get the painting booth set up. Well, I can tell you now, the first model I'm going to build at my new place is probably that Trans Am I showed, the Bandit I showed you. I think it was last week, earlier on this week. So, because the thing is, my best mate, he didn't do a good job of it. The exhausts are coming off, the radiators come off, the wheels come off, and he said, "Look, it's yours if you want." I'm saying, "Good." Then that means I might be able to put it together and make it a decent build. So.
All right, that should be very exciting, and a new place, and start and take a picture of it when you set up because that'll be the last time it'll be clean.
You want to know something, Jack? I might just have to do that. Probably still with boxes and everything like that.
I didn't do that here, and well, quite frankly, I would be embarrassed to take a picture of it right now. I mean, it's become. It's interesting as to what constitutes as a man cave.
Well, see, my man cave consists of all my Star Wars goodies, my Star Trek goodies, all my cars, and my die-casts and everything like that. So basically, my wife loves me, so she says, "You can take the back room." That's fine. You can take the back room. And probably, I'm the envy of some of my other mates too, because some of my other mates over here who do modelling, their wives won't let them do shit. Won't let them do anything. They go out, If they go out and they come back with a model, oh, where's something for me?
Where's my vacation? Where's my diamond ring? Where is my?
Well, where's my diamond ring? Excuse me, where's my Porsche? You've got
Well,
all this you've got all this styrene. Where's my stuff? Well, what am I supposed to do?
well,
buy some of your own stuff.
mine also is used for a closet too. So I can fall out of bed and fall into either clothes or modeling, or sometimes both.
That'd be interesting. Jack getting out of bed and falling face first into a pile of models. There goes that routine.
And if you're like James, you're probably very neat and tidy. How you doing,
Yeah,
James?
right.
Probably not as much. Probably not half as much.
There's something to be said about living alone too, you know.
Oh yeah. It doesn't matter.
How you doing, James?
I'm doing fine there, Jack. It's been a busy week here.
Mm-hmm.
For one thing, I'll share something. As we'll get back here, and I finished the my out of comfort build.
Ah.
Very cool. Yes.
So finally got that done.
James, that looks brilliant. Nice
I really like that.
James.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
Nice diorama. This is not what we call the fake diorama. This is actually called the genuine diorama. You can tell that it's not CGI'd because it looks like grass.
Yeah. So got that done this week.
Oh, I love the tracks and the grass there, James. That's brilliant.
Thank you.
Makes it look like it's moving.
That was the idea.
Oh, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't believe that's made out of paper. Honestly, that looks like styrene to me.
Okay, and I have started on my next project.
Uh-oh. This isn't what I saw today, was it?
Let's see what I've let's get that up. And we'll go back here. Now I've started on my there we go. Screen share. My Enterprise E.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
E, yeah.
James, what I read on this.
So that's what I've been working on the last few days.
Is that the actual? Hang on. Wait a minute here. Do you have to build the entire
saucer section? Yes.
Section?
Yeah. It's like a scratch build.
Instructions.
Yeah. Got to build the saucer section.
I was just making the remark earlier.
Well, that keeps the forms in.
Yeah.
I found the structure very interesting in a sense I wouldn't expect it to be done in a lateral and horizontal way.
Yeah.
I would think it would be something that would radiate, but yeah, that's very interesting.
That looks weird.
Really cool.
Oh God, you can tell that's a secondary hole.
That's the engineering section.
Oh my God, James, you got your work cut out for you.
Uh-huh.
So anyhow,
literally,
last night I got the engineering section together.
Okay, well, shoot me down, why don't you?
Nice.
So there's the saucer
it'd be nice
section.
to do that framework with a thin styrene, and then put your paper in on it.
Well, this is pretty strong. This is just as strong as styrene.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Okay.
If that's a 1/1000 scale, James.
Yes.
That's huge.
Well, here's an idea. I mean, there's the engineering section. and the saucer
my
section.
God.
That is so cool.
That is going
That
to
is
be
really
one hell
cool.
of a ship. That's going to be one hell of a ship.
And I was actually very impressed of the gauge or the thickness of the paper. Very sturdy.
Yeah.
It does look very sturdy too.
Oh
More
yeah,
like
I mean you get the this is 3 mil card, so this is pretty
Oh boy.
pretty hard, stiff stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. That
No
would go
use for
on
your
the
printer.
underside. Yeah. Did you cut that, or how? I mean, that's pretty thick
I cut
paper.
that with my trusty X-Acto knife.
Jeez.
Mind you, I
Yeah.
went through 15
huge.
blades cutting this all out, but that's anyway.
Wow.
They,
Wow. And you know what the real
they
shame
use them
is,
for
though?
masochist.
The real shame is you use 3 mil at most, 3 mil of the length of the blade, and the very top part of the blade you don't use, and it's probably, find a way to
Yeah.
use that. That is really good. Speaking of being neat and tidy and need to actually add on to their house to put their junk in, how you doing, Lou?
I'm doing wonderful. You had me thrown there for a minute. Tidy are two words I don't understand.
That's why I said you're
But,
just adding on
yeah.
to throw your junk in.
Will those two words be neat and tidy?
And you can get out of the dining room and make the dining room the dining room.
Yes, that's a goal.
I'm so jealous of
Right
you.
now, this is what, let me show you what's in the dining room right now. Hold on. Screen share. Dining room right now.
Oh.
Oh.
And is there such a thing as a captain's table?
If you read the books, yes.
That is really cool.
I am.
But yeah,
so jealous.
that's what's taking up the space right now.
every man needs another one.
I can
so
just
jealous.
see it now. He brings his guests over, and they sit down in a low plush couch, and he sits on that and looks over them.
I gotta tell you,
I am
it's
Lord
a
King Captain.
it's a panty dropper, all right.
I am so jealous.
That is the Steve Neal edition, is it not?
Yes, it is. I went out there last week. As a matter of fact, a week ago today, we were driving back.
Wow, that's a long drive.
It is. It was 4 days. It was. It stopped being fun. Oh, it was always fun, but I mean, it wasn't that much fun. Let me see.
Yes, you
Hold on
didn't
one
look very
second. I'm
happy.
going
You didn't look very
No,
happy.
I was miserable the whole time. Let me.
You got the jet.
I was happy I got to go here.
Oh, yes, that would be from some of the episodes.
Vasquez Rocks.
Yes, that's Vasquez Rocks. We got to climb around on that. That was fun.
Yeah.
That's from Who Watches the Watchers.
And Arena and Friday's Child and Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey and Jay and Bob Strike Back. I mean, a ton of movies have used that very shot right there.
Yeah.
I just had a very strange vision. Huh?
Yeah, I was in Who Watches the Watchers.
I just had this thought. One of my favorite shows is The Big Bang Theory, and I remember the episodes when they dressed up as Star Trek characters and they got stuck in the desert because they went out here.
They filmed there. Yeah, because it's about. No, they film here really because it's about 45 minutes to an hour outside of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
So it's a cheap place to go to.
The one place I regret not going to when I was in Los Angeles about 14 years ago, but there you go.
Yeah, we were going right by it. So it's like we've got to stop in.
But you said that's 4 days round trip because it's 4 days round trip. That's amazing.
No, it's 4 days one way.
Yes, it's 4 days one way. That's what I was about to think. I mean, if it's 4 days round trip, then you certainly were tag teaming driving.
No, we flew out and then we drove back.
Oh, okay.
We flew out and then picked up the truck and then drove back.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is 4 days. Yeah, that's US 10. You have to probably hook up with US 40 because you're in North Carolina.
Yeah, we went 40 the whole way. We got on 40 in Barstow and drove 40 the whole way.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I like 40. 40 is a nice interstate. 70 and 40 are the two best interstates in the United States.
Except when you're going through Oklahoma. Boy, is that flat.
You know, I had actually the best experiences in Oklahoma. I went to New Mexico on a motorcycle, and that was great. That was absolutely amazing. The boring part was actually Arkansas. Arkansas was boring. There was alfalfa fields everywhere.
New Mexico was not that great of a vacation spot. It was like, this is the garden spot of New Mexico.
Well, I like New Mexico, but I certainly wouldn't live there. I think the place is beautiful, but I think the people, as beautiful the place is, the people are that much not. So
that much not.
There's a lot of poverty. Well, I just thought it was a lot of poverty. I'm just not used to seeing that much poverty. So. I'm sorry
to the Roswell Museum there, Luke?
It is a beautiful state. It is an absolutely beautiful state, but everybody it's tough there economically. It's really tough. Anyhow, that's my politics for today. How you doing, Randall?
Too bad, Jack. Yourself?
I'm okay. So what's going on?
Well, I finished my out of the comfort zone build between the last Hangout and this one. I finished it just in time for the...
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, you shared pictures of that on the community.
Oh, there he is.
Very nice.
Oh, I didn't know the steering worked on.
Yeah, they just... Oops, sorry, hold it high enough you can actually see it. It's just the front wheels, the steering column.
Oh, wow.
Are they tied to the steering wheel, or is it suspension?
No, unfortunately, the steering wheel stays put. As you can see,
it's on the wrong side.
We're out of your comfort zone. It's even mechanical. Very cool.
Put the steering wheel on the wrong side there, Randall.
Everywhere except in China and Japan. In India, it doesn't matter which side you're sitting on because they drive every side. But there you go.
Oh yeah.
Does anybody know what the statistics are as to how many cars drive on which side of the road, which is more? Because in places like South Africa and Japan,
everywhere the British Empire has been
was left-hand side.
Everywhere the British Empire has been, except Canada and Japan, all drive.
New Zealand, Australia, England.
But actually, from what I understand, left side is more correct because of how you mount and dismount your horse. Is by the left side. The right side is a German thought.
I thought the right side moved from Napoleon because it's the way he deployed his troops. But I could be wrong.
Makes sense. But the left side is how you mount and dismount your horse, and it's from the left side of the horse. That's how they're trained.
Okay, yeah.
I guess there were no horses in the United States and Canada. That's why we drive on a right side. Does anybody know what side of the road they drive in Hong Kong? Because that was a British...
They drive the secret side.
On the right.
On the left.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
Left side.
Yeah.
Left side.
Oh, left side? No kidding. And Chinese drive on the right side.
Chinese drive on every side.
Oh, there you go. That's a really cool build. Now that we've gotten that out of the open, that's a really cool build. What's your next project? What you're going to build next?
My next project is this.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Oh, his rescue boat.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And it's an air fix. Many alterations needed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it hasn't been too bad so far. I've got the main hull together. There's just been a few minor gap issues.
Oh,
The fore and aft
Mhm.
just added a
that
little
is
bit of
small.
detail that I'd managed to sand off there.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but they put the join right across the middle of the stern, which is
Uh-huh.
all one panel. Why they couldn't have just put the stern from there to there in one piece? But they didn't care for that.
You know
They're
how to fix
asking the
Red
wrong
Glove.
question.
Fix twice.
Why? That's
Why am I building this? I was talked into building it for a raffle for
uh-huh.
the local lifeboat station.
Uh-huh.
Once I build this, and if it's a good enough quality, they'll raffle it, and it'll raise funds for the lifeboat station.
Mm-hmm. That's
That's the
actually
theory,
pretty
anyway.
cool. I haven't gotten to that caliber yet, but certainly that's really cool. Boy, I think we might be having a delay in audio.
It could have been if I had started it earlier. This one could have been my out of the comfort zone build because
Uh-huh.
I haven't built a boat in many a long year. I think the last boat I built, I was about 15, and that's
Uh-huh.
something years ago.
Uh-huh.
What am I now? That's about nearly 40 years
At
ago.
least
Last time I built a boat.
Well, the next build, I haven't got, I got to admit I haven't built a boat yet, but I probably will. The next build is, we are actually in the first month. We'll talk more about that later, but first, I'll get to you, Neil. I want to save the best for last, of course. That's how I eat all the red M&Ms before the green ones. That's how I work. And how you doing, Bob?
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
You're much more livelier today, it looks.
Yeah, I got a little caffeine going this morning.
Uh-huh. So you did a video, but I'm going to do some screen shares of your shampoo bottle. Let's talk about that.
Shampoo bottle. I laugh at that. I had a laugh at that. Shampoo bottle. Love it.
Bottle in space.
Yeah, let's bring in the screen share. Okay.
All right.
I thought, oh boy, looks like it's lit from the inside. Am I correct?
Yes, it is.
Wow. Wow. I love the blemishes in the windows.
Yeah, the battle damage.
Very cool. Oh wow, that's coming through the camera pretty bright. But I'd like that. And you did some Aztecing, and is Lou responsible for this?
Yes, he is. And I'm very grateful to Lou for the
Yeah,
fine
that's
work he
right.
does.
Blame Lou.
It's really
more than
cool.
welcome. Turned out
Well, let's
wonderfully,
blame
I
Lou
think.
for everything.
What do you all think of this? This is actually, for me, it's like I've never thought of doing it this way. Oh,
That was really good, Bob.
okay. Let's go here.
You've done a
Some
fantastic
detail.
job.
I like the blue picture. Oh, that's beautiful.
That is.
That's beautiful.
That is really cool.
Drama.
Yes,
Lots of
thank you.
drama in that shot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you
That
did the important thing, which is to keep it perpendicular to the ship. You didn't go off in any weird angles.
Yep.
I love those.
That's
Those
amazing.
very atmospheric shots there.
Now, did you buy that
Water.
or did you paint that, Bob? The background.
Did I do what, Keith?
You. Oh. Oh, hello. Chief, where is that man?
Keith looking very surprised there.
Oh, photocopy. There you go.
I think he's trying to comment on the situation. Geez, which one was that, Pete? Yeah.
Very nice. That looks like the stand, the Polar Lights generic stand.
It is.
Oh wow! Look at this.
Yeah.
Nice to see the Aztecing there, can't you? It really brings it out. Oh, there's the beauty shop.
It gives it so much more depth and dimension than just
There's the
plain.
beauty shop.
Ever since the
Paint
scale, yeah.
Oh,
Well, it
wow.
helps that you're great.
Very. That's the. I think the Aztecing did it purely justice because, quite frankly, I think it's been a bit of a model kit joke among sci-fi builders, but you certainly made it look like a serious build. And
Well, did you do that background, Bob? Or did you paint that? Or did you buy that background?
The background,
yeah,
I
Yeah,
just
the
painted
space-
it.
the
It's
space
on,
background.
it's a piece of foam core, black
Yeah.
foam core, and I just sprayed on the various colors and took glow-in-the-dark paint and an old toothbrush and did the old spray spatter method on it.
This man is more than just a pretty face. Not only does he build models, he also does his own backdrops. Wow. That is awesome.
it's actually a pretty good backdrop too.
That
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
Yeah,
look at the Aztecing. I mean, that looks absolutely phenomenal. It
I
makes
like how you like
it
that.
makes Leif Erikson look alive.
Not bad
Very
for a
nice,
40-year-old kit.
What's your next build? I mean, now you're inspiring me with that kit. What's your next build?
Okay, well, here he is in real life.
Uh-huh.
There. My next build is
Oh yes.
Next week.
Oh, hello.
which I've started,
Yeah. Bob was
which
showing
I found
me
the
that
figure
background.
for to fit it.
Mm-hmm.
Got them all painted. Then, of course, the movie came out this week, and I started watching the movie and realized that in the new movie they wear red flight suits instead of orange, and Poe's helmet is black instead of white like everybody else's. So I had to completely repaint him, which is not showing up here, but
Oh yeah.
that's as far as I am on that. And then since the last time we were here, I also finished this. Gotta be careful where I grab it.
Oh,
lightning.
there's
Yeah.
the big girl.
Uh-huh.
There's
The
big
Revell
girl.
P30 Lightning box stock build.
Mm-hmm.
Bob, again, as I said last time, that plane, you've done that plane justice. That looks brilliant.
Did you?
was actually
I'm sure that
an
any old
accident-
pilot
an accident.
who flew one of them in World War II would look at that and they'll cry. Not in a bad way, but a good way.
Mm-hmm.
I got this paint finish actually by accident. This is just Tamiya chrome silver.
Uh-huh.
And when I was cleaning my airbrush, I had the X28 in there cleaning it out, and I accidentally sprayed the model with the brush cleaner.
Uh-huh.
And it actually took the paint and it was like a paint leveler.
Mm-hmm.
It just brought it down to like a glass finish,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it just made it just like glass, and got that high reflectivity on it. And it was a happy accident. It could have been horribly wrong, but it just
Those happy accidents are the best kind.
yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Bob Ross.
Serendipity.
Yeah. That's
My little
really
squirrel
cool.
was in the corner, saying, "Good job, good job." No, so
Yeah,
I've
but you
started.
gotta grow
That's
that hair if you're going to do Bob Ross.
yeah,
There is no such thing as
Yeah,
accidents,
program.
or just no such things as mistakes, all happy accidents.
So let's talk Wild and Wild House, and that would be Neil. How you doing, Neil? I haven't talked to you in a bit, and I certainly have a lot of things going in my life, and I certainly still want to do what I was proposing to do, but it's just been really busy. But you've been busy too.
Yeah, I haven't stopped really. It's been about 6 months, is it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So there's a hover bike we just launched.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting to cast up the warship. The pilot has been prepped and ready. That's 1/24 scale, that kit. But we haven't sent that off to the casters. The mining ship has been prepared but not sent off yet. And we're in the middle of sculpting the nurse figure. So we're still thinking about loads of other ideas. We're going to do a vehicle next, probably something with wheels. So we're just thinking about loads of ideas, really, just mad stuff. Maybe some alien things as well we've been thinking about. But yeah, the ship's the big one. So, but we're going to have a lot of interest in the hover bike. Just launched onto Cult TV Man's website as well, so we're selling direct to the US customers. So that's going to be a lot cheaper in terms of shipping. We've been hit a lot by our shipping costs, and they've just gone up in the UK as well, which hasn't helped. So,
Well, you would think with energy costs they would drop a little bit. At least that's what FedEx has done with the cheaper petrol. Anyway, I have a question for you, and I've been always wondering about this. When you create whatever, let's talk about the bike, because I did share the hover bike about 2 or 3 shows ago. So it was about a month ago.
Yeah.
And we were really excited, particularly with the builder. It was Mark. He does a lot of Gundam, but he did that really well, and I did share it.
Yeah.
That's it. Let's go back.
That's the one he did.
That is.
So my curiosity is, do you build a practical prototype, or do you do 3D and then print it?
So this one was actually 3D and printed, although what we did for the rider, that was the rider was sculpted. So if you look at the rear seat and the handlebars, that whole section was printed separately as well. So the sculptor could do that independently, and then we did the 3D stuff. But it's quite a challenge, because we then had to send that off, and we've done a lighting kit for it as well. So Bernie had to kind of try and figure out where all the wiring was going to go inside the kit as well. So there's a lot of work that we do that is not necessary. If you're just going to paint it up, you don't want to light it. So there's lots of kind of detail on this. So this was the one that Mark did, and we kind of wanted a couple of pictures for the box, but in reference to the Hangout a couple of weeks ago, this has been kind of assembled in flight mode, and so is the other one as well. If I skip through, so this is the one that Matthew did. And again, this is in flight mode, but it does have a seat, a kind of. Let's just see if I can find a picture of it. Sorry, I'll find a picture of it in a sec. Yeah, you don't want to see all my pictures of family. But it will come with a stand as well. And I'm actually making up one now, which I'm going to add in our new lighting kit. So, in fact, let me try and show you the kit. So I got this from Bernie yesterday, and it's literally, crack it open. It's the new kind of lighting. Wow. Yeah, so that's kind of plug and play. We've done it with Screwfix, so it's nice and easy. He's programmed this one up for the bike, and then he's given me all the lovely bits. I've got to solder it all together. So, but we're toying around with adding because this we can add a sound card to. So there's an option on here. I can't. This white bit in the center here. You can see that.
Yeah.
That's a plug for the sound. So we're going to add in a sound card, so you'll be able to do audio as well as lighting effects.
Nice.
But it means you've got to buy an optional sound card. I think we're looking at SparkFun and others, so we're not going to produce a sound card at the moment, but you can use somebody's, if you wanted to. And we're going to use the same board for the warship as well, but just programmed differently.
So you're using the oh poo. I'm having a really tough life, Neil. You got to help me.
Arduino?
Arduino, yes. So you're using the Arduino setup to do your boards, which I find very interesting.
Yeah, it's the same chipset as the Arduino.
Right. I find it very interesting. So you're having somebody actually make those for you specifically.
Yeah, so Bernie and I are making the prototypes, and then they go off, they get manufactured, we get a batch of like 100 or 200 in China, and then he comes back and then he has to program them and then wire them up and prepare them. So,
right.
Yeah. So
Neil, what scale is that warship going to be?
1/1400.
So roughly about the same size as an Enterprise?
Pretty big.
Exactly.
Or a little bit...
12 inches, 350
we don't
mil.
know the size of the real thing.
Yeah, just keep talking. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, 300 odd mil, about 12 inches.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, nice. Neil, you say you're going through Steve at Cult TV.
That's
Is
right,
he
yeah.
going to hit a lot of your stuff at Wonderfest?
He's got some of our kits now. He's selling them. He threw them up on the webpage a couple of days ago.
Right. I think people at Wonderfest would really love to see some of these.
Well, I'm hoping to go to Wonderfest. I've booked a table.
Oh, good for you!
Yeah, I haven't. The only thing I haven't done is booked a flight yet. So my plan is that. Yeah.
You kind of need to get here. It's a long walk.
It's a 12-hour flight. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to come the day before because I'm going to be so jet lagged.
Are you a drinking man, Neil?
Only English cider.
Well, we'll see what we can do.
Yeah, so I've got a stand. Not sorted out anything else, but I'm going to bring some kits.
Good. I'll bring my checkbook.
You'll bring the checkbook.
Yeah, we're doing some pre-orders on the warship at the moment. We're still a couple of months away from getting it fully cast, but we've had a couple of pre-orders already, which is a good sign. So that helps us. It helps us kind of pay the bills, shall we say? We've had a lot of kind of response about the bike. The great news is that the Tamiya UK modelling magazine is going to run an article on the bike. Interestingly, I spoke to the editor of the magazine, and he is pretty local to me. He's about 30 minutes drive away. So I'm due to have coffee with him next week. And he's going to run an article on us as well. So hopefully that should be good news.
So I'd like you to look into your crystal ball, Neil. When are you going to sign the movie rights?
Oh well, are you thinking of a bit part? Are you?
And do it at Pinewood Studios, from where all the other great sci-fi adventures are. And when are you going to sign the movie deal? That's where you're heading. You realize that?
I don't know. I don't know. I'd like to believe we're still fleshing out a bit of the universe and stuff. So you know, we're coming along well. But yeah, give me another year or so. I better get off to Hollywood, eh? Yeah.
I think you should trade. I think you should trade in your crystal ball.
I see a movie. I see a Hostile Realms movie.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, you know what? I'm really happy for you are reaching very good success because you have been talked about in a very good way with what you're doing and creating this whole universe. Yeah, I'm just like really impressed and very happy for you. I really. That's all. That's it.
It's sometimes it's a long slug. Sometimes people don't realise how much effort you put into it. You know, the amount of time it takes about 6 to 7 months to get one of these kits out, even longer sometimes, and it's a lot of effort. For you know, I don't care about kind of the profit. It's not paying my bills certainly. You know, I got a real job for that, but I'm enjoying it so much that it's fun and exciting. You know, and to see him. You know, painted up and built. You know, that for me is a good reward. So, yeah.
And also, too, what I found too is a kit has so many different iterations, and there's no set canon for much of the things that you're doing. As far as the appearance of things, like I have seen things that are pristine, and I have seen things that have been used or look like they've been used.
Yeah.
Some even coming from trash dumps. I think what you're offering the scale modeler, particularly the sci-fi variety, the freedom and the liberty to do what they feel like it should look like, as opposed to some of the Trek stuff and all the other things that have to be so built in a certain way. But your universe has offered some very interesting iterations. So the question I have for you, I haven't looked at your website in a while. Would you be doing anything with that?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Oh, geez, it's a yellow one.
Yeah, it's a yellow one.
I like it.
Yeah. As I say, you're right. You know, people can do different things. So we've got the gallery page up there. But you know, I'm always keen to see what other people do. You know.
Yeah. There's just no wrong way to do it.
No, that's it. I mean, I did get asked the question early on. You know, what's the paint scheme for this? And it's like, well, you know, do what you want. And I know when we got some figures done, the challenge we had with those figures was that somebody kind of didn't really know how we were going to paint the figures up. So even the Doctor figure has been done recently, and we've got a couple of different versions of that already. So you know, it is confusing when people want sometimes canon, and we're allowing a slight flexibility. The bike is obviously you can do it anyway. You know, we've looked at aspects of the bike. People want to do something like that. They want to do various different versions of it. I'm going to do a version where you know, it's in a hangar bay, and I want to show off the lighting kit for it. So that's quite different from the light versions. But people have a lot of flexibility. We've got some kind of new ideas coming through as well that would again give us a bit more scope. Whereas, let me show you one of the new kits if I can open the picture.
I think, barring anything else, if people see what's on the box front, they think that's what the Canon paint scheme is.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, so it's got different drill heads.
Oh, wow.
So there's 3 different drill heads. It rotates.
That
Both
looks like
round
the
face
most
and then up
vicious
and down.
dental
We're going to do a little
tool
together
ever.
with it. So we're thinking about different stuff, as you say. There's no canon right now. We're creating this. So in some ways, I'm very open to people wanting to put ideas forward.
I just like the complexity, and it makes sense that there's a practical vision to this.
Yeah, there's an engineering reality to it.
Oh, that's what I meant. That's correct. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah.
The bit.
Really cool.
We try to do a lot of variety here. That takes time. It really takes time to make it, as you say, a little bit real, a little bit fantasy.
Well, I think you came in on a pretty good time, Neil, and it's an opportunity to shamelessly promote you. Our next community build is a vehicle that appears in television or film that does not necessarily use wheels to move about. And you've got your bike, your hover bike. I'd like to somewhat stay away from like Star Trek spaceships. However, that's not a necessity if you want to do that, just like James is. I'm thinking in terms of something sort of like the DeLorean and Back to the Future series as an idea.
How about the Batboat?
Any Jules Verne type of thing would be of interest to me to see. There's just a lot of ideas, and if you have to scratch build, I'm going to be scratch building, so I'm hoping to get done with my motorcycle and do some scratch building and see where it goes from there. But yeah, this next build is going to be about vehicles, personal vehicles, typically that don't move about necessarily on wheels. And we'll see what comes of it. And I think though your universe offers a lot of those things, especially the hover bike now.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons why we did the bike was we knew, with the medical equipment it was a bit niche, so we wanted to do vehicles and ships, and I think there's more appeal for those.
Mining and medical. I find that to be an interesting combination for a plot.
It was all about mining.
How about the Batboat, Jack? Would that be a good one?
What's that?
The Batboat from ’66.
Oh, sure. Oh, sure. Oh, sure. And Batman offers a lot of vehicles that don't use wheels. A lot of vehicles. The Bat Chopper, the Bat Boats, and
the Batwing.
The Batwing, which I was going to buy it, but other things got in the way. Anyway, thanks for joining us, Neil, and giving us an insight as to what's going on. And boy, I'm just excited for you. Anyway, I'd like to share a couple of builds that just popped up and appeared on our community that I think is very well worth a good mention. There's a lot of new people who have joined recently. Here we have, okay, go away. We have Richard Gibbs, not necessarily part of the Bee Gees, or at least I hope.
Yeah.
He's introducing himself with this build, and what an introduction it is.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice. That looks like a
Very
one of
clean.
the birds.
It looks like a Chevy. No, it's a Ford. It's a Ford.
Richard has his own YouTube channel, Gyrus, Gyruss.
Uh-huh.
I think I remember seeing that car on it.
Yes.
He's done it as one that has been through the mill quite a bit, changed hands quite a bit. and it's now up for sale for $599. $5,999. Yeah, there you go.
I never thought of making a car build that's on a used car lot. That in itself is genius. Really?
Yeah,
I love what he's done with the room.
yeah. He also added bubbled rust effect on the wings by stippling the wet paint with a sponge or something. You can get a shot of the wings there.
Mm-hmm. In the description, he says it's a '66 Buick Wildcat. So Ford, I'm totally wrong on that one. See, I'm showing you my ignorance, proudly and unabashedly.
Just remember you said that, Jack.
There's a modeler down under, besides Heath, who is phenomenal. Chris Pandoff.
Ah, yes, Chris.
Also
Friend Chris.
coming up with the used look. Very used look.
Abandoned, one might say.
The rust on this is amazing.
Yeah, it's even got it dented in there. Beautiful.
He's a great modeler, Chris. Very good.
Yeah, he certainly is. And he's even got the pitting on the chrome. This is definitely hairspray. I can see where the hairspray is coming into play here.
Yeah.
Hairspray technique.
Hook, line, and
Oh,
sinker.
look at that.
Hmm.
Oh, wow. Those fish are actually very aromatic. And clams.
Oh, I smell fish in here.
Wow. Look at that wear. See, his builds, and I've noticed that he does this a lot. He has magazines, newspapers. He had his pack of cigarettes at Camel's there. James, would you not say that's part of paper modeling right there?
Yeah, I mean, he's taken images probably and shrunk them and that to do what he wants to do for him and that, you know.
Uh-huh. And he's got some letters there, some mail.
What is that finish on the seat?
Yeah, it's got tape on the seat.
Tape?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just where it's torn, I think, right underneath the steering wheel.
Tissue paper.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I see it. This looks like my car.
There's no French fries on the floorboard, though.
All right, there's a tape right there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it looks like he's put a tissue paper over the whole seat and then painted it in.
Yeah, it does. And the engine.
For the
Very worn out engine.
Oh, wow. Really, really interesting. Got some leaves there, too. Hook, line, and sinker. Fresh fish. I'm not so sure from that guy.
No.
Larry Moen Curly.
Wow, and his I follow him, and I just like floored by what he comes up with. And let's see, I had these lined up, and okay, we got Bob's spaceship. Oh, here it is. Is this it? No.
I know Harry's did a bike the other day.
I'm ENGF. Asking what do you think on this? Of course, I got to share it.
Yeah.
It helps.
Great so far.
Been pretty tank crazy lately in the community. But I'm glad to see it, though. So what do you guys think?
Very nice.
You did a nice job on that one.
Nice finish.
I like the finish.
Hmm.
I like what he did with the finish there, especially here on the side. And around here, sort of like these, uneven surfaces collecting dirt. Very cool. And you know what this is, James?
I think it's a
T72.
That's what I was saying. A T72.
A T55?
Could be.
Is that British, American?
No, Russian.
Soviet?
Yeah.
Because he's an up. He joined recently too, and a lot of good modelers are joining. I'm really happy with that. I am really happy with that. Anyway, you got anything else you want to bring up, folks?
Nope.
No.
No. Okay. It's a slow cross the pond.
It's a slow day.
It is.
Slow down, Jack.
It is. I don't know how it's going in the UK, but here in North America, spring is having a real problem. It's snowing.
Started.
It's spring and it's snowing. So how's in the UK?
Having a hell of a time over here.
Kind of slow start here. We had better weather in February here than we have this month so far.
Yeah, because we're all Canadians and Americans are sending all that wonderful weather up the Gulf Stream.
Well, let me put it this way: Autumn's having a bit of trouble.
And speaking of spring, how's your fall going there, Mr. Heath?
What fall? It's like flaming freezing down here.
Oh, a whole 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Yeah, that's cold. If
I don't know how you
get
sleep
up
at night
that high,
without
I
extra
would be happy.
blankets.
Whether you guys are American or Canada, that's.
Spoken like a true Aussie. Well, thanks for joining us.
Oh, if I was speaking like a true Aussie, I would have said, well, I'm bloody sorry for you guys, but blame on bloody hell. Take your Autumn back.
So if this is your first time joining us for this Hangout, want to view our other Hangouts on Google+, go to my channel at Scratch and Jack, and go ahead and like this, and maybe even watch and subscribe. And if it's a thumbs down, it shows you what kind of person. This takes a lot of effort to put on, so if you don't like it, too bad for you.
Oh,
I'd like to thank all our people here. Bob, thanks for joining us and showing us there is hope for shampoo bottles. And Heath, thanks for joining us. I hope the move goes well and soon, so you get back to what you do best.
The first thing I'll do is I'll do a tour of my new man cave. That's what I'll do.
All right, that will be nice. And thanks, James, for showing us that paper.
Oh,
can be structurally sound. Maybe we should build houses out of paper now.
I thought we did.
Hey, if we do that, it'll rain, then it'll go away.
Did you ever get the impression that Aussies start talking and they don't stop? This is probably why
I'll come around to slowing down.
Anyway, Phil, I don't know where Phil went to. Sorry to see him go. But Lou, thanks for joining us as always. Thanks for your expertise. And Neil, it was great talking about your venture, and hope we can talk soon again.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Thanks.
And Randall, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, I
and
look forward to seeing you.
And this is your host, Scratch and Jack. Tomorrow night we have the Sunday Hangout. Probably a little late for the UK folks, but that just means us North Americans have to deal with it.
For me.
But you'll be here Monday morning.
Yes, I'll be here Monday. I'll be coming to you from the future.
if you are what my future looks like, I should stop now.
Hey. Leave my girth alone.
And thanks for joining us. And 2 weeks, another Across the Pond, and tomorrow, the Sunday Hangout. Thanks. Happy modeling, everyone. Good day.
Good day.